when it all catches up with a narcissist. How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sammy BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. When it all catches up with a narcissist, that's the title of this video. Narcissism is often the mask that hides deep insecurities, fears, and a thirst for validation. For a narcissist, the world revolves around their perception of themselves, constantly striving for admiration, dominance, and control. However, this image is fragile, and when the foundation cracks, the narcissist's world begins to unravel. This is when it all catches up with them. At first glance, a narcissist may appear to have it all together: charm, success, and a magnetic personality. The narcissist may climb the social ladder effortlessly, securing relationships, jobs, and opportunities through sheer confidence and manipulation. They are skilled at creating a facade that projects perfection. But beneath that surface, there is often a hidden emptiness that grows more pronounced over time. One of the core features of narcissism is an inflated sense of self-importance. Narcissists are selfish, self-centered, egoistic individuals. It's all about me with a narcissist. Everything must revolve around them. They feel entitled to special treatment, and they believe that the rules that apply to others don't apply to them. This attitude may seem to work in their favor initially, but it creates friction in relationships and within their professional and personal lives. When their actions catch up with them, the backlash can be swift and overwhelming. Narcissists need constant attention, constant recognition, constant validation, constant acknowledgement, constant praise, constant admiration. A narcissist's need for admiration is insatiable, and when they stop receiving the praise they crave, they begin to experience anxiety and frustration. This leads them to push harder for recognition, sometimes resorting to even more manipulative or aggressive tactics. When the admiration fades, or when it is withheld, it can feel like a major blow to their fragile ego, triggering feelings of worthlessness. Over time, narcissists often alienate those closest to them: friends, family, colleagues, and romantic partners. Their lack of empathy and tendency to exploit others for personal gain creates an emotional void that people around them eventually notice. Relationships with narcissists are one-sided, and when the truth of their behavior comes to light, the emotional toll on others becomes undeniable. Eventually, the narcissist's manipulative behavior catches up with them. People grow tired of being used or constantly belittled. The facade they've carefully crafted may begin to crack, revealing a more selfish and entitled personality. In some cases, the narcissist's actions may even lead to legal or financial consequences, especially if they've crossed ethical boundaries or exploited others for personal gain. The narcissist's tendency to distort reality can also backfire. They may manipulate the narrative to make themselves appear as the victim in situations where they've caused harm. This pattern of gaslighting and lying might work for a time, but eventually the truth will surface. When people begin to see through the deception, the narcissist's credibility is severely damaged. A narcissist's need to control every situation can be draining for those around them. When this control starts slipping, whether in their personal life or at work, the narcissist's anxiety increases. They may lash out in anger or frustration when things don't go their way, and their inability to adapt or accept failure becomes increasingly obvious to others. As the narcissist faces the consequences of their actions, they may try to shift the blame onto others. They may refuse to take responsibility, projecting their faults onto those around them. However, the more they resist accountability, the more isolated they become. People can only tolerate so much before they choose to distance themselves from someone who refuses to change. The longer a narcissist goes without confronting their flaws, the more desperate their attempts to maintain their facade become. They may engage in risky or destructive behavior to cling to the image of success or importance that they've spent so long building. However, these actions only serve to further erode the trust and respect they once had from others. Narcissists often live in a constant state of self-delusion, believing that their actions are justified and that they deserve the best of everything. But when reality intervenes, they are forced to confront the consequences of their behavior. This might take the form of losing a job, a relationship, or social status. The shock of seeing everything they've worked for unravel can be devastating. In some cases, the narcissist's downfall comes when they reach the peak of their success. Once they've reached the pinnacle, they may realize that the very things they thought would fulfill them, power, wealth, admiration, fail to provide the satisfaction they expected. This realization often leads to a sense of emptiness and frustration that they cannot escape. Despite all their bravado and confidence, narcissists are often deeply afraid of rejection and failure. When their facade crumbles, they face the very thing they've been avoiding, being exposed as less than perfect. This fear can lead them to spiral into depression, anxiety, or self-destructive behavior as they grapple with the loss of their image. It is important to recognize that a narcissist's downfall is often a slow and painful process. They may experience a series of small, cumulative losses before everything finally collapses. However, the impact of these losses on their self-esteem can be severe. Once they can no longer maintain their sense of superiority, the narcissist may begin to self-destruct. When it all catches up with a narcissist, they are left to confront the reality they've tried so hard to deny. The facade is shattered, and the world they've built around their inflated sense of self-worth falls apart. At this point, they may have a choice: continue to cling to their old ways and face more isolation, or confront their behavior, acknowledge their flaws, and try to rebuild. But for many narcissists, the latter is a bridge too far, and the cycle of self-destruction continues. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video widely to all those who may need it. Thank you. Catch you later in the next video.